I made over 6 figures with AI organic dropshipping and hit crazy numbers like 6K days here, or I even did like 10K in 13 hours when I hit my first viral videos, and I help others do the exact same. And now I'm gonna answer the most asked questions about AI organic dropshipping, and it's not just like random questions, it's actually the helpful questions where the answers are gonna help you get your first 1K day quickly. I really want everyone to listen up in this video because I'm dropping crazy value here, even if you're a beginner or if you're just an advanced guy already. You will definitely learn something new in this video and it's going to save you a lot of time down the line. So listen up and let's get started. Okay, so the first question is, how do I find a winning product? And this is probably the most common question in all of ecom, and I completely hate it. Let me tell you why really quickly. So everyone in ecom knows people buy an outcome. People don't buy a product, they buy the outcome. They buy the solution to their problem and they buy their desired outcome. That's what you're also selling them on. So when you have a problem solving product, you're going into the problem, you're agitating the problem, and then you're framing your product as the solution hero. There is not really like a winning product. More so, there are problems that are painful enough to actually get a user to pay for it with urgency. And your job now is to convince the user that your product is going to solve that pain, that problem, whatever it is. So for example, let's take weight loss. A person who wants to lose weight doesn't buy your, I don't know, shitty gummies or your capsules or whatever. What they actually do is they buy the outcome of being skinny. They want to be skinny. So basically what you have to do there is convince the person, okay, if you take this like 3 times a day, you're gonna get skinny because of it. If the person believes that, then a sale happens. Okay, so now somebody is asking if AI organic dropshipping is actually like a real long-term business or just like a one-time hustle. And let me tell you this, you can run this in many different ways. You can either do like a pump and dump store where you just take some trending product, make a few viral videos, make a couple 5 figures, maybe $10,000, $20,000, and then that's it, and you just let it die out and you move on to the next product. But that's not what I personally do. What I do is I build real brands with real traction and momentum that builds up. And to do this, you actually need to increase the LTV. You need to properly implement your MRR, so monthly recurring revenue, etc. You need to do like a proper backend with email marketing, etc. And just iterate upon your customer feedback properly. And yeah, so basically the answer to this question is AI dropshipping can be a quick pump and dump scheme and just a one-time hustle, but it can also be so much more. So many big brands have extremely high organic traction. So realistically, AI organic dropshipping can be whatever you treat it like. It can either be your $100 million business in like 5 years, or it can just be the like 10, 20K you make within the next month. So the next question is how much capital you basically need to scale this to like 6 figures ASAP. And the answer to this is really not much more than you would need to scale it otherwise, you know? So basically all you really need is a couple $100 to invest into all the tools, make some videos, etc. And the main lever you're gonna pull with organic is basically just the output you create, like the output of videos. How many times a day do you post, on how many different accounts, how many accounts are you running? So basically the normal thing is like to run 3 accounts per phone and then post 2 times a day on that. So I mean, the only thing you can realistically do to like scale this up, which requires money, is buy like more phones. But otherwise, realistically, I don't think you need more than like a few $100s to start organic. Okay, and now here comes the interesting question. How do I up my creative volume? So basically, I just told you before, the main lever to pull in organic is always the output. You need to post more, you need to create more ads, etc. But when you're already like working like 15 hours a day, bro, how are you gonna do more? And that's basically exactly where leverage comes into play. You as a founder of the brand should only do the most high leverage activities. What does this like mean to you actually? This just means that your time should be treated just as important as the money that it brings in. So the number one thing I always recommend to do first is automate as much as you can of your workflow. If you're, for example, just using Hixfield, generating each clip, then iterating the clip, making the next clip, and then just like stitching it all together manually, you're not gonna do more than like 10, 20 videos a day. But if you do it with like a proper ad system, which I also do and also do like with all of my students, then you can literally post infinite videos a day. There's like no ceiling to it. So basically the answer here is you just need a better content system. And I mean, yeah, the pipeline is going to take some work at the start to set up, but if you're just looking to make like a quick buck with like zero upfront investment of time and money, then generally this video and ecom is just not for you. I just want to like build real assets, build real systems with people who actually are serious about this and not just someone who's like, okay, yeah, I want to make a bit of money on the side. Okay, so the last and most interesting question is actually what's the actual difference from the people who hit 1K days within their first month of starting and the people who just don't? And I can tell you one thing. It's the creative output. Like many of my students have completely great ad pipelines. They could literally post hundreds of times a day. And if you post hundreds of times a day, the chance of you actually just finding like one viral video or making one viral video are so much higher than if you were to post your 3 to maybe 6 times a day. And that's the number one difference. They just have the more efficient workflow and therefore are able to get more output. And if you're actually interested in getting into my one-on-one, we only accept about like 3 to 5 new clients per month. So yeah, if you want like handheld help with the execution, you can just book a call below. Or if you just want help in general, you can just hit me up on Discord. And also you can join the Telegram for a free community. And that's it already for the video. Like if you like this type of content, just comment so I know what I need to do more of in the future.